What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here, and just another quick video. Like I said, it's a family day. I'm just going to make some quick videos, keep you guys entertained, and also get out some good information real fast. You don't have to spend 10 minutes to watch one of my videos to get a bunch of good information or ideas for your firearm and so on. So that's what I try to do over here. Occasionally, we do have the longer video, or I go on rants or, stuff like that. But today, we're going to talk about a really cheap trigger update that has been reliable and turns a OEM Glock trigger into something amazing. And it's going to be the ZEV 2-pound trigger connector. Now, usually I use Ghost Avenger trigger connectors because I've never had a single issue with them, and they are self-cleaning. Anyways, in here, everything is Glock OEM parts except for that ZEV 2-pound connector. And I know when you hear 2 pounds, you're like, oh my gosh, 2 pounds? That's way too light, and so on. The connector is not fully responsible for lowering the weight of your trigger. It is in some ways. It's more about making it crisp, quicker reset, and a little bit lighter. But don't hear 2 pounds and think you're gonna have a 2-pound stock trigger. That's not gonna happen. But I have a Bursa BP9cc, $300 firearm, comes with a stock 3-pound trigger. And when I compare that to this trigger right here, this is just gonna be a Glock trigger with a shorter reset, super crisp trigger pull, and it's gonna be lighter, like I said, probably about 4 pounds, 4.5 pounds, but it's 100% nicer than a Glock OEM trigger, and it's been reliable. ZEV makes good Glock parts. I'm going to be real with you guys. They do. They're up there with Apex and so on, and Ghost, so I do trust it. It costs like $13 or $20, somewhere between $13 and $20 to upgrade your trigger to something absolutely perfect. There's, trigger kits, there's Apex, Wheaton Arms, and that gets expensive. Triggers get really expensive, but if you just want a quick update that will really help your Glock trigger, it'll still have a Glock trigger feel to it, but it's not going to be spongy. It's going to be very crisp, a light break, not as light as 2 pounds, but it'll drop it a pound, pound and a half, depending on each firearm, how the connector, if the connector's bent a little more or so on, from the factory, that can affect things, but you're going to have a nice trigger pull with still all Glock parts except for that connector. You're going to be good, when it comes to reliability, but make sure you do test your firearms. That's why I do this sort of stuff before I fully endorse something. Took this to the range today, still been flawless. So that connector's been through about 600, 700 rounds. Haven't shot this as much as I'd like to, but it's been flawless, and it's a really, really nice trigger pull, very accurate. I like it. Anyways, that is the ZEV 2-pound trigger connector. Thanks for watching.